Hi guys, I'm Josh Lewis and today we're going to talk about bodybuilding and fat loss myths. Firstly, we're going to talk about rep ranges and how people think a rep range dictates what you're doing. For example, people think you have to be in quite a high rep range to lose fat, and people also think to be in a low rep range or kind of like the 8 to 12 rep range to build muscle and a low rep range to build strength. This is actually not true to a certain extent. For example, it really depends on the individual. Yeah, I prefer training at the 12 to 15 rep range. That's where I get the best results. And at the end of the day, I find the most muscle contraction at that point, most muscle stimulus, and I get the best connection with my muscles. It's all about that mind-muscle connection. And to be honest with you guys, a massive point of this rep range thing is, do you like training at that rep range? If you do, continue with it, because you are going to stay motivated then. You're going to be more likely to train then, and even if it's not the most optimal for your body, you will most likely to stick to it in comparison to if somebody's getting forced to do 3 to 5 reps, and that's the most optimal for their body, but they're not going to stick to it. They're not going to have that motivation when somebody's not pushing them. So that's a massive thing. So please guys, don't drop your reps in order to go into a bulk and higher your reps to go into a cut. You can do it if you want to change your pace and you want to change up your training, but I really wouldn't recommend it just because you're going into a calorific surplus or deficit. The second thing I'm going to talk about today, guys, is cardio timing. So this is basically fasted cardio versus cardio after training and cardio separately. So fasted cardio is a big thing on the internet at the moment. I personally do it, and there are many advantages to it. Firstly, I would say it's a mental thing. You're getting out of the way, it's simple. Secondly, a lot of people believe that because you were in a state of fat burn, your body's been fasted for 8 hours, all it's going to do is dip into your fat cells. This can be true, and there is some theoretical evidence to suggest this. And probably the biggest advantage, well, guys, is not actually. There's not really that many advantages to it. You just get out of the way in the morning. That's great. The disadvantages to this is it's very easy, and it's probably the most easier cardio to dip into your muscle cells, because your body has to be given protein in order to kind of stimulate the muscle and kind of fill the muscle. So therefore, if you're going to do fasted cardio, I would have on hand a BCAA supplement, which is kind of like a small forms of protein supplement, and I would take the night before a casein protein drink. This is a slow digesting protein which will help you, which will help your body kind of just have a little bit of protein there. So therefore, it will kind of stop it going into the muscles in order to survive and get energy. The next thing we're going to talk about is obviously cardio after training. So cardio after training, this is quite a good talking point, because I do it as well. So I do cardio. I do half hour in the morning and 10 to 15 minutes depending on how I'm feeling and so on after my workout. The advantage to this, guys, the advantage to this is very convenient. Obviously, you're in the gym already, or you're working out already, so you're only going to extend your time working out. You don't have to do it twice a day. Secondly, you got your weights out of the way, so you don't have to be worried about being tired for your weight session and so on. The only disadvantage I would say to this is there's been some scientific research to say now that you won't gain as much strength if you do cardio straight after your workout. So therefore, that is something to take in mind, guys. But if you are in a calorific deficit, so therefore you're trying to cut down, trying to lose fat, are you really worried about that massive strength gain? I'm not, personally. I don't suggest you being, guys. At the end of the day, when you're in calorific deficit, you should be just wanting to maintain strength and build up a little bit if possible. The other option, guys, is to do a separate cardio session after your workout. The advantage to that, obviously, is same as just doing it straight after your workout, but your body will recover a bit more, and is an argument as well that is unlikely to go into your muscle cells a bit more, whereas the fasted cardio and the cardio straight after the workout, you're likely more to go into your muscle building cells, therefore you're likely to lose more muscle. The first thing I'm going to talk about today, guys, is actually not really a bodybuilding or fat loss myth, but it is very important to fat loss, and I think a lot of people miss it on their channels. Carbohydrate timing. Carbohydrate timing is essential. Sorry guys, one sec. Is essential for fat loss. If you had all your carbohydrates before your bed, let's say 8 o'clock, you had 8 p.m. you had all your carbohydrates, and you're not doing a workout after that, or for example, all it's going to do is sit on your stomach, and it's just going to turn to fat. You know, that's obviously bearing in mind you haven't done a workout before it. Otherwise, I'll just replenish it. I would recommend, if you can have a lot of carbohydrates throughout the day and you're trying to lose weight, have it straight in the morning and straight after your workout. This is because you're most insulin sensitive. So in basic terms, your body's going to use it the most, and you're most depleted of glycogen, you're most depleted of sugar, so therefore your body needs it, and your body will use it, and it'll use it optimally. Whereas if you have it, for example, what I just said, now 8 p.m, your body's not going to use it the best. The only time I would recommend that, guys, is if you're doing, say you're doing fasted cardio, for example, and you have a massive amount of carbohydrates in the night, like slow digesting, like oats or porridge or Weetabix or so on. For the morning, you're going to be really full, and you can get quite a good pump from that, and you know, certain things like that. But if you're doing a run or so on, don't worry about killing yourself with the carbohydrates. Anyway, guys, my next video, I don't know what it's going to be on the moment. I think it's going to be a full day cutting. So full day cutting, and I probably show you the ketosis diet, and I might do a refeed day after that, or I might check it in a little bit. So we'll see, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching the video.